Hi everyone, this is Megan, and I had some new molds to release today. You guys saw these in my last mold release video, and I thought I'd go ahead and release them. All four will be on my website, and only the comb and mirror one will be on Etsy. Anyway, before I start, so many people asked me about the rose ring. In my last video, I had PMs, I had comments. No, I will not be making a mold from this. It would take probably a two-part silicone mold to get a really good mold of this that you didn't have to do a ton of work on. And I'm not getting into selling silicone molds. So, anyway, but if you were looking for them, you can find them in the dollar bin at Michael's. They come in quite a few different colors, and I think 2 or 3 different sizes, so they're cheap enough that it would probably be silly to make a mold from it anyway. So anyway, let me get to what you want to see, and stay tuned at the end for a little giveaway announcement. So anyway, here is the comb and mirror mold, and it's kind of dark in here today. It's about ready to rain, so hopefully there's enough light. Here it is, and it's a little brown because this is the one I used for my UT video that had the mica powder in it. So there's that, and here are the pieces. The mirrors, and if you can see, they've got a tiny little inset area that you could put, you know, a little other color, a little silver leaf. So that's them, and here are the brushes. They've got quite a bit of detail. And I was going to rub them with a little rub and buff so you could see, but I really wanted to keep them in there raw right out of the mold detail. So before I start with the TVs, to help you guys out, I designed a template for Photoshop, and I think it'll work in GIMP. I'm not sure. It's a JPEG, it's a high resolution JPEG file, but I will include instructions. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video yet or just do instructions. For those that purchase the TV molds, if you want this will be available to you. It's got the bowed TV and the square one. And basically, once you get your picture in there and you print it out, you just cut just a tiny bit inside the black line, and it should give you a decent fit to the TV. So I wanted to make it as easy as I could, because I know that's one of the hardest parts of bezels if you don't have a punch. So here is the bowed bezel TV. That's actually a picture we took right after a hurricane that skirted the coast. It's the Daytona Beach Pier. So in 1999. So there's the TV, and same problem as the other ones from last week. These are going to have watermarks, the next 3. I'm not going to fiddle with them. They're going to do the same thing, because they're such a flat piece. So, anyway, they're there. I try to disclose everything, so, you know, I don't want people buying them and then be surprised. So, anyway, and here's the mold. And the well is deep enough that you can get probably an image in there and maybe a little embedment, and then put your clear on top. So that's the bowed one, and here is the square one. Again, showing you kind of what they will look like with an image. And they're quite large. I'll have the measurements on the, the listing. I have all the measurements on every piece on the listings. So, a couple people lately have said that, the picture always makes the piece either look bigger or smaller than it actually is. Most of the time bigger. So, definitely if you have any questions about the sizing, because most of the time I use millimeters, you can either do the conversion in Google or PM me or whatever, and I'll convert it for you to inches or centimeters or whatever if you need that. So anyway, if you can see the watermarks. There's that. And then lastly, here is the bow mold, and most of the watermarks are right there in the center. And really I designed this one that you pour in your entire base, the whole thing, to get basically your background color. And then when you have your base piece, you put your color in the wells. And then if you come back with a layer of clear, domed layer, and it's a flat piece, so you won't have to drape the stuff down the sides, which to me is a lot more work. So you really are doing about the same amount of work that you would do if you were doing it all inside the mold. So anyway, there's this one. So it's a pretty decent sized bow. And lastly, if you hadn't seen my other video, I got some bomb silicone molds in that I had some extras of. These are $5, and if you don't want to wait to get them from China, they're on there too. So anyway, for those that have listened to my schmeal here, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to be giving away one of the rings. I don't know what size it is or even what color, but I'm going to give one away, so just leave a comment, one comment per person, and next Friday I will do random.org and pull a name for a lucky rose ring person. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. The website's www.thejeweleddlizard.com. And my Etsy is jeweleddlizard.etsy.com. And be sure to check out my Facebook, because that's mostly where I put the very first posting of when they're listed. So if you want to be the first ones to know about molds, that's where you go. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and catch you guys next time. Bye.